Hi everyone, welcome in. Thought I'd come on and do a reading regarding the retrogrades. We've got Mercury retrograde, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto's been retrograde. Um, sorry, but I thought I wanted to do just Mercury, but let's just take a look at the retrograde season and what it wants to say to us, what it's gifting us. Um, as you know, retrograde season is usually always about the going within, and I'm sure we're all doing that, right? So let's just jump in and take a look. Talk to me, Spirit. What do we need to know about this retrograde season? Stay in integrity. I feel like I'm feeling all of us are going to be tested. What was it? When I did the Mercury retrograde video, let me see if I can find it while I'm sitting here. It felt very much like it was going to be a very active, and yes, it's an internal. I don't have it right here. Probably in the other notebook, but very internally. I mean, yes, it's always active, but this felt different. It felt not just internal. It just felt different when I was tapping into it weeks ago. Before it went into its shadow period. So let's see, what else? Enchanted and intuition. Yeah, just it's about trusting our intuition. Sorry, got an itchy nose there. Trusting our intuition, walking through the doorways, where Spirit is beckoning us, allowing ourselves to go, not talking ourselves out of it. We didn't come this far on our journey just to come this far. And if you can stand in your truth, and if you can stand in your authenticity and your integrity through trusting your intuition, then you're going to be reminded of the magic of you, of this time that we're in. It may not look magical right now to many of us on this planet, but it is. Why is my nose all of a sudden itchy? Got a message coming through, I think. See what wants to come. And I don't often use this deck, but it called out to me. What is it even? The Intuitive Whispers Oracle. See, so now I'm suddenly just losing my voice here. So Mercury's already stepping in. I'm feeling Archangel Michael's presence with his blue pyramid being placed over me and over us as we listen to this message. Emotions are energy in motion. Well, there's the caduceus, there's the twin flame, the kundalini energy, allowing things to flow through us. They're very healing. If something's coming up, you gotta give it a space to move out of the system, right? We are in the year of the snake with those two snakes on that card. And it is an 18 card, and so it adds up to 9. We are in a 9 year. This year, energy, emotions are running very high, I'm hearing. Very true. I mean, because what's coming up to clear karmically with these retrogrades is very emotional for many of us. So I love the coloration of these cards. Feel into emotions. Yeah. So we're all being asked to feel into everything. It's a 14, number 5 card, so there's change. There's a snake again. There's butterflies transforming. I'm seeing two butterflies, 2 snakes, 2 flowers on these cards, 2 wings. So it's you and another. This, these retrogrades are clearing karmic connections, bringing new life to connections through the emotional space. I feel like I want one more. I love the color. It's very peaceful, very, even though that lion is roaring and seems to be vomiting all this stuff out of here, but it's beautiful stuff. It's transformation, it's growth, it's blossoming, it's beauty, but they're very pink and soft, and so it's a little bit of a message of go easy on yourself, right? Soften, as my friend Sadie used to say to me, soften. I don't know how much softer I can get. Spirit has made sure of it. And again, come on, listen from the heart. The truth, that's where the truth is. So whatever, I just did the twin flame, recorded the twin flame message. And whatever is coming up, I want to say to all of us, remember that the truth isn't what's coming up, it's what we feel and what's here, right? Find that truth in the heart space. So an example of would be see, all of a sudden my throat chakra is closing up. Wasn't doing that a moment ago before I turned on the camera. But so these retrogrades may be bringing up, most likely are bringing up some old emotional situations from the same people and in the same form. So what Spirit's been guiding me through is, instead of looking at who it's coming from or how it's coming through, just looking at the emotion itself or the wound itself, whatever it's coming up. And it's really shifted the game for me. It's put me in a more empowered state so I can clear it. So I'm hoping that maybe that'll help someone else out there. I noticed that. I was like, okay, why is this coming up again through this person? It's the same thing we've gone through over the last 16 years or whatever it's been. It's like, it's the same story over and over again. And I had to stop myself because, well, Spirit wouldn't let me go forward anyway with that mindset. It was like, take away who it was, take away what it was about or how it even came about, and just sit with how you're feeling right now. And I've had some new words come up. Unimportant, insignificant. I mean, I've had other words that come up that kind of mean the same thing, but never those specific words. So that kind of was like, oh, okay. So I've been sitting in that. And when you feel into that, you can move it. You can either choose to keep it stuck, or you can help it move through you, and you can make peace with it. You can love it. It's the integration of the shadow. Oof. Well, there you go. This is the integration of the shadow. Title of the video, which you probably already know that if you've clicked on it. All right, let's see. What do we need to know, Spirit? Eight of Pentacles. Let's get the spread out here. Queen of Pentacles. I'll show them to you in a moment. Let me just get them out here. Opportunity, please. Yeah. I love that. 10 of Cups with the 7 of Cups. Seeing beyond, believing beyond illusion. What else do we need to know? The Emperor, 9 of Wands, 6 of Cups. Yeah, taking our power back from... This is the gift. This is the gift of these retrogrades. It's about taking our power back from old patterns that have we've, knowingly or unknowingly given our power to. Advice. Oh, okay. Past energy. Yeah. That's a lot. I'm taking more than I normally would for the spread, but now the advice, Spirit. Okay. Hold, please. Private conversation here. All right, we're moving this over here. Now I can't, okay. Because I had already asked the question for the advice, so they wanted me to move that over there. The past energy here. Seed planted. Love that. See? Love how you work. And the outcome here of these retrogrades. 2 more, please. Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. All right. Okay, well, I can tell you something that was slow and getting moving gets moving. Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, very practical, very diligent though, very determined, gets a boost. Gets a boost through the heart space. I'm going to tell you that right now. So where we're at, collectively is we're doing a lot of heavy clearing, heavy work on some old energies, fine-tuning our own ways of doing things, really inspecting, taking some time and putting some effort, really, what is the term, something effort, I'm not hearing the other word clearly, but definitely putting some effort. Fine-tuning. I'm just getting fine-tuning. Situation is the Queen of Pentacles. These retrogrades are meant to bring us back to our truth. They will be illuminating, if they're not already, illuminating where it's best that we put our energy and our time into people, places, things, and where it's not beneficial for us anymore. So it's about knowing our worth, knowing our value. And in order to see that, we have to see where we're allowing things that are not aligned with our worth and our value. Opportunity here, I typically take only one card. I mean, like I said, I've got multiple cards out for many positions here, but opportunity is to see and to feel beyond the illusion. I feel like it's to get out of the head space and into the heart space here, to clear up confusion. Could be in some family situations with your parents, spouses, kids, however it plays out for you, seeing our worth, and and that helps us to stay in our integrity, right? I just, this just feels like a big karmic cleanse here with the Emperor turning his back on any of the heavy stuff, all the old, shadow work that's been done, clearing the past here, so some new emotional experiences can be had, and they're coming because it's in the outcome. You know, I've got the Ace of Cups as one of the cards in the outcome. So it's, you know, for some of you, this is, you know, these retrogrades. Well, all of us, these retrogrades is bringing up things from the past, patterns from the past that we have not faced before, so we can clear them, so we can finally look at them. This isn't about turning our back on it anymore. This is about facing it. And you know, I do want to say the recent past is the Ace of Pentacles. We've planted some good seeds here, and this is a perfect time to. I know this is not the Seven of Pentacles, which would be typically my reflection card, but this is like, look at how she's looking at that. She's polishing that coin. Well, corn. Some of you could be doing that, maybe harvesting some corn, but it's not harvest time here where I live. But maybe harvest time, maybe the fall, October, November could be a time where you start seeing the results of what you're doing now. So just put a pin in that, okay? I'm hearing September to November for many of us. So really, she's shining up that seed, and you planted some really good seeds in the past, and they're coming to fruition. The advice from Spirit is to put down all the old belief patterns and get into your heart space and find the truth. You know, we've got listen from the heart, you know, feel into the emotions. And this could leave us feeling a little bit raw and tender right now. And some of these truths that are coming up are quite sharp and brutal for some of us. And, but allow it, if we can allow it to, you know, like I said, we didn't come this far just to come this far. So however you got here by resilience and faith and trust. Don't drop that. Don't put that down. Putting down everywhere where you did not believe that you were strong enough, worthy enough, lovable enough, whatever enough, you know, whatever it is. And it's an opportunity now to have new emotional experiences without that weight of the past, because now you're seeing things for the truth that it is. Great clarity. Spirit's advice is to allow yourself to be open to see and to feel and to know that truth, and to hold on to that truth and carry that with you instead of all the, you know, the old patterns from, you know, the past. I know for me, I'm clearing a very deep wound that has gone back generations after generations after generations with the mothers and daughters in our family. And it's pretty freaking heavy, but I know it's the core wound. I finally reached the core wound. And if you finally reached your core wound and you know it, I mean, there were times I thought I did, but I thought I only just nicked at it. I didn't get as deep as I'm being asked to go now, and as deep as I am getting right now. So I know many of you are doing the same. It might not be the same as what I'm going through, but you're clearing ancestral lies and manipulations, and I'm hearing dream killers, those who killed the dream, who told you weren't good enough, that you weren't pretty enough, skinny enough, that you didn't dress the right way, that you didn't speak the right way, that you didn't wear your hair the right way, that you didn't walk the right way, that you didn't breathe the right way. Yeah. core wound that the collective is healing right now is where we were told that we weren't magic and that we weren't deserving of it, of being that powerful, of being that magical. And what I'm finding for me is that 99.9% of the emotions that I'm having are actually thoughts, and vice versa. So that's been oh, okay, now I've got to look at this in a totally different way. I've got to come at it from a different angle um, than I've ever done before, because now I'm seeing the truth of it. I'm seeing the truth of what I wasn't putting down and what I was taking on as my role when it wasn't my role. And I'm shifting my interpretations of things. And I'm trusting that the interpretation of other people, that's their truth too. Mine's my truth. Doesn't mean either of us are wrong. I don't know where this is coming from, but it's got to be said apparently. So that's that. There's that's coming up as well. Being okay with having someone else that you have issue with or have had issue with, that their perception and their interpretation is 1,000,000% valid, just like yours is. I had to say that for somebody. The outcome, we do have the Six of Swords in reverse, and I'm liking this in reverse because it's saying that that's an element of the death of the ego. And of course, we can't never kill the ego. This is about the integration of the ego. And I'm just going to leave it there. It's got three more cards for the outcome. You've got the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Things are moving forward, especially in the space of the heart, where things may have felt like they maybe were drying up. Things get flowing again. So many of you may be very emotional lately. We've got it all over the table here. I know, with Mercury, it talks to us about our mind, our thoughts, our communication, how we talk to ourselves. This is how we talk to ourselves through the heart portal. For some of you, this is maybe a connection moving together where maybe wasn't moving together before. Things get going, but nonetheless, this is a beautiful outcome of stability, peace, inner growth in the heart space, knowing how to fill your own cup. This is the universe moving things along a little bit quicker now. And that's where I want to say, where I was feeling before a couple weeks ago when I recorded the message about Mercury retrograde being very active. That's what this feels like. Yes, that is an internal reflection of things, but it's more than a reflection. There's so much work that's happening in that reflection as we're sitting and with our emotions. We're integrating. That's action. We're moving things out of the way. That's action. We're purging and everything. It just feels very busy right now, and it's so purposeful because it's bringing us back into the heart space and reminding us where we've been too cerebral. I'm hearing through the Mercury retrograde where we've been too cerebral about things. So I guess I can say, yeah, we're being gifted a new perception, a perspective, however you want to say that for yourself. Anything else do you want to say about the gifts of these retrogrades? It's all karmically clearing the karmic path, We've got clearing the karmic path. It's divine timing. This is so divinely orchestrated and planned for humanity at this time. There's the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Well, Eight of Cups. Yep. So for some of you, this could be a counterpart who's walking away from another family situation or their own family patterning to hearing come clean. Kind of feeling like a purification here with this energy. I'm seeing somebody standing underneath a waterfall being purified by the choices that they're making now, because they're choosing from the heart space, choosing what's emotionally fulfilling for them, and it grounds them. Just got chills all the way down me. But like I was saying, this could be a counterpart coming back into counterpart connection coming back into balance here. But it's all karmically, it's all. And I'm using karmically as the positive karma. We often think of karma as all the shit we've done, we've got to clean up. This is positive karma. This is now we're planting new seeds, and we've been doing that in preparation for the wheel to turn. And I know all the elements are here, but I'm really focused on that pentacle right there, which is right here, which is right there. She's given it a good once over, and there she is, displaying it humbly, very humbly. This is, I want to say also, why are these falling off the deck? Oh, no matter. Shoot, and it just, that little moment of that card that slid out of the deck onto the Wheel of Fortune distracted me, and it was the Five of Swords. I put it back in the deck, in the middle of the deck, but that's important for me to mention because there are going to be some energies that are going to try to pull you off your path. My best advice to you is just make sure it's not yourself. Just make sure it's not your own self-sabotage. Make sure it's not old patterns. And as long as you stand in your truth, this wheel will turn in your favor. Anything else we need to know? I kind of want to get a little bit, so we've tipped into the Mercury energy here. Can I get an energy of the Saturn retrograde? What is this gift to humanity? That's the clearing of the karmic path. Okay. Is there anything else you can say about that? Is there one card, Spirit, you can give me for that? No, but we can give you two. There's that Five of Swords. Yeah. Saturn's retrograde's gift to you is being able to tell those who are for your highest good versus those who are not very clearly. Yeah. Old conversation patterns. Like I said before, about what I was experiencing for myself. It wasn't who said the thing or how the thing was said. It was how I felt about it. So Saturn is helping you pull back from the how it was said, the who it came from, and asking you to pay attention to how the words make you feel. I didn't ask my question yet. Let's see what Neptune retrograde's gift is to humanity. That's a lot of cards, not taking them all. So it's a big gift. It's a big gift. I don't even know if I'll get anything out of here. There we go. Yeah. Where have we been settling for less than what we want and we desire and we deserve? Where have we been settling for, things that we convinced ourselves was our wish fulfillment when it wasn't? It was just gluttony. It was overindulgence. I'm hearing too much of a good thing can actually be too much of a good thing. So be careful with any kind of old addictions. I want to say Neptune retrograde is asking us to rewrite our wish, rewrite our story so it has a higher frequency outcome. So Saturn, Mercury, Neptune, we've had Pluto in retrograde in Aquarius for a few months. Let's see what his gift is to humanity at this moment. Oh, that's a lot too. Show me clearly, Spirit, please. Thank you. Thank you. I knew that was there. Justice. Well, there's air energy, right? It's Libra. It's not Aquarius, but it's air energy. Balancing the scales. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, or just Pluto in Aquarius, even just that is about restoring balance to the world. And we can certainly see that in politics across the globe. And I know Chiron's not retrograde at the moment, but Chiron will be going retrograde later this month. And what is Chiron's gift? The healer for humanity. Yes. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Again, it's just saying, I feel like the universe's big message with everything is, remember who you are. Remember that you're worthy. That you don't have to settle. And I know a lot of people who are not settling anymore. This is, the message of, when you heal those wounds, you can rise above and you can accept and receive an equal energetic exchange. For many, it's going to be in the form of love, abundance, money. It's going to be in everything. But you've got to see that you're worthy of it, and allow yourself to receive it. I feel like that's all of them working in tandem together for all of us. Yes. Let's get a final guidance. Let's use this deck. Final guidance message for those watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. And even if you're not, it's still going to be in the description box below. I will say that Spirit is nudging me to raise my prices again, and I've been fighting them for a couple years. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I am told it will be the cap. It will be the highest my prices will ever go for any services. So if you're interested in knowing what that's going to be in the future, again, I still don't know if it's going to be by the end of this year or going into next year, because I've had some surprises that Spirit has led me through this year that I didn't come into 2025 expecting to do. I knew one thing I was going to do, and I've done it, cleared it, moved on from it, and I've got other things I was like, that wasn't even on my radar, especially raising my rates. I struggle with that because I want a reading to be accessible. If you contact me and you still can't afford, I want you to reach out anyway, because as long as, I mean, I don't no longer do free readings. I don't know why this conversation is coming up right now, but it is. I no longer do free readings because once bitten, twice shy, you know, that kind of deal. But I am empathetic, because I know a reading is a luxury. And I certainly don't ever want to take away from your children, or take away from putting food on your table. So I am very open to discussing other rates. So, okay. We have Sarah Fael, Heart of Devotion. Well, come on. We've been talking about the emotions. We've been talking about the heart space, right? Let the cup of your heart be filled through commitment and dedication. I got nothing else. I got nothing else. Charity, pillar of service. Serve with a gracious heart and know God is serving you. Again, the colors, the pinks, the heart space, the roses. Just realized I got roses here. Got flowers here. You know, the tenderness, sweetness. There's the wings again. Let's get one more. Oh, apparently two. There we've got strong feminine energies here. We've got strong masculine energies here. We have Daniel, divine discernment. Trust in the message within. They are divinely guided. Yep, I've been saying, even in the twin flame video I just did, the truth comes through the heart portal. You can trust it. And Zadkiel, karmic release. That's exactly what we're doing, right? It's time to release what's holding you back and step into a more radiant self. And vibrant that purple is on. Wow. Wow. Beautiful. Some of you might want to work with the violet flame, I'm hearing. So Saint Germain and the violet flame. Archangel Metatron as well. So take that for whatever it's worth. And yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for joining me. I love you. We'll see you next time.